Good morning. Oh wow, I'm just gonna show you this. Just hang on a second, guys. Absolutely beautiful. What a gorgeous morning. Yeah, that's your dopamine, your serotonin and your endorphin chemicals all rolled up in one there. Wow. Okay guys, yeah, this morning I just want to talk about well-being in the day. Give you a bit of a lowdown of what mine looks like, and anything that can help. That's the whole point of these. So yeah, I'm an early riser. Never used to be, always used to be hard work, but of course I'm up at sort of 6:30, quarter to 7, getting a bit of daylight, and also physical activity early morning, which is great, has its benefits later on in the day when you're sort of resting and winding down, ready for sleep. That's really key to having a good night's sleep. We'll come on to sleep very shortly. But yeah, no, the other reasons why, the early morning physical activity is good for me, and I'm sure it could be for a lot of you guys as well, if you've got families, trying to get that in early and making sure that you've got the time later on to spend with your family. I've got little boys, he's in bed at the moment, so that's why it's good for me. And making sure that I'm physically alert, I'm ready for the day as well. That's the other positive point of that. Now, of course, nutrition's another really important one for the day. Now, a lot of people skip breakfast. Wow. For me, and again, this is just my own opinion, breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day. Now, you've probably heard that one before, but it certainly is in terms of how I feel. Making sure that I've had my porridge, or anything like scrambled eggs, anything that's sort of low on sugar or no added sugar, I think is something good for the day. And a pint of water, I make sure that I do get my 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. But water in the morning is always good to stay hydrated as possible. And then that sort of leads us into the rest of the day, having a think. And one of the things I like to do, just for my own sort of mental sanity as well, is what my objectives are. Now, of course, I'm going into a working day, and I think to myself, well, there's 3 key things that I want to do at work today, and I focus and I stick to those. I don't overwhelm myself. There's another day for something else, but I do plan that down. I write that down on paper. But then also, what are the things I want to do after work, with family and friends, and it could be colleagues after work, that social interaction and conditioning and that play, and that's so important for well-being, and we often forget that. There's that old saying, you sort of work to live, and that is so true. Of course, we all want to be good at our job, and we want to keep moving forward, but stick to your values, stick to what's true to you. Values are so important. And again, I always go back to that stoner life, those values, because that helps me through the day. And then obviously winding down for that sleep and that rest and recuperation, that sort of 7 to 8 o'clock marker of the day. It's one of the most difficult things for us all, because especially if you've got a family, trying to make sure that you support the family and making sure everyone else is ready for bedtime. You often forget about yourself and you start dwindling later on into the night. It's about building a routine, and the things like technology can sort of overtake, and it's trying to do away with that. Do all that, get all that sorted out early, before 7-8 o'clock if you can. Start to engage with the wife, with the partner, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, whatever it is, in a traditional sense. And then, of course, it's making sure that, you go to bed at the right time, allowing yourself that window of opportunity for that 7 to 8 hours sleep. And I think out of everything that I do, and one of the things that I didn't do enough was sleep. I went too late into the night. I had too much overwhelm, too much thinking, too much technology, which obviously invoked other thoughts, which just didn't allow me to sleep. And again, the only reason I'm getting up as early as I am and walking and being physically active is because I'm getting enough sleep. So that's my day of well-being, everyone. That works for me. Might not work for everybody. But again, you'll work your own day of well-being, your own process. So I'm going to leave it with you. But hopefully that just provokes some thought and how it can help you or anybody else. And honestly, thanks for listening. I really do appreciate it. Really grateful. I've had some really good feedback since I've been doing these walk and talks, and yeah, it's helping me as well, guys. So again, thanks, and I'll catch you in a week. Cheers.